Hello. How are we all?
Hi.
Hello. Oh my God. Well,
Hi, Janine.
Janine can't talk.
Oh
Why?
my God. Hang on.
We can't hear.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, doesn't matter. She can just stay on the screen.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
creepy, salty.
Don't be weird, Lucas. You fucking potato.
No, can't hear. Take the. Welcome to audio issues.
Turn your mic on, Janine.
Anyway,
Now?
hello.
Now?
There we go. Yeah.
Hi, Janine.
Hello.
So Dean's not here tonight,
Boo.
but he did send us a video,
Oh,
and
no,
hopefully this works. No, it won't let me work. It won't let me show it. Damn it! Bloody
Why?
you! I guess it will. I'm an idiot. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Dean said he can't be here, but he's here in spirit, and he sends us this.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's the best.
This is one of the best videos ever. It's pure I didn't walk in this. Fucking Devozo. Zooms, Alex.
Those moves, man.
Did he really say play
You
this?
seen this, Janine? It gets better.
Ain't nothing but falling.
Be careful, we better not play all of this. YouTube's going to explode. Look at the missing stereo speaker.
Is he looking at this thing?
This is how quiet Strathfield was back in the day. This is as busy as
bad.
Strathfield got.
Oh, this store was pretty busy, actually.
I can see.
I think they do this after hours. This is a opposite.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Look at Steve's face. He's like, fuck yeah.
He's like, landed that shit. Tom. From MySpace.
Vanya Naka?
That keyboard's not even plugged in. He just ripped his shirt, didn't he?
He ripped his shirt off. No one knows why.
I mean, the real question is, everyone knows why. No one knows why you haven't done it yet.
Look at that. That's too much sexy for this screen.
Nick's in it.
Oh, Nicky boy.
I feel his problems. I got rock hard tasty abs too.
This.
Oh man, I want to smash that. That was sexy.
Yeah, smash it off.
That's the last time he doesn't. That's the last time he misses a show.
Oh, so clearly he didn't say play it.
Nah, he's already. How are we all?
Yeah, good, mate. How you
Doing good. Partying over here.
You partying over there?
Oh, I'll be there in 20
I
minutes.
almost forgot the guest of honor.
The guest of honor. Oh, Salty. Look at him.
Ah,
The
Salty.
birthday boy.
The
Happy
birthday boy.
birthday
Let's get
to
you a hat.
you.
Oh, well,
Happy
Salty's birthday.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Salty. Happy birthday to you.
Boo.
All right, enough of that noise.
So I think it's someone we used to work with birthday too today, Janine.
Ah,
Who that?
Elise. Yeah, she's
Elise.
watching. Happy
Elise.
birthday,
Yeah.
Elise.
And we just do birthday shout out. So tonight is the drinking night.
Yeah.
So what have we all brought?
Tea.
Janine, come
I'm
on.
ill prepared. I wasn't even going to come on tonight because I finished work late and I wasn't organized. And
Do you have some whiskey or something?
I don't know. I've
Whiskey.
got to go through my cupboard.
Throw some whiskey in there.
Hang on. Was she on the couch?
It
again?
works.
What are you drinking,
What's
Lucas?
up, Maxwell?
CC and dry. I gotta
CC
get
and
top up.
dry. Lisa's happy with her birthday. CC and dry. Lisa's happy with her birthday shout. I'm drinking Starward, single malt Australian whiskey. Very good. Yeah, and salty. What's
yeah.
what flavored chocolate milk you got?
No, I don't have a drink. I just had a Coke Zero before.
Yeah. What? Oh, here we go. There's Janine's production assistant.
Hi, bro.
Did you do a cake smack? There we go. Max has got a question for you, Salty.
Yeah.
Did you do a cake
Oh, hang on.
There was no type of smash at all.
I have it on good authority. Well, I don't. How's the single bubble?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't have I've got a housemate, so I don't get anyone. I don't have a buddy to come over.
Do you two ever hook up?
Yeah, once or twice.
He's all right though. He's a decent bloke.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
Well, what's the good authority you have, Ash? What's going on?
No, he doesn't know shit. He just made it up.
I'm just making it up. But Salty's the easiest to get a rise out of because you just say you know something and he goes, "What do you mean you know something? What do you mean?" No bullshit, dude. It's
Yeah,
a multi. Janine does the same thing like crazy. Like you say something to Janine and she wants to know the 16 degrees of separation of how it all happened.
Janine's the best.
yeah.
That's how you find out things. You ask a lot of questions and then.
Exactly, Janine. Exactly.
I'm surprised you didn't, push the fact with that video that you wanted to watch. That you
What
texted
video?
me about. The one you texted me about the other day, we were talking about
Yeah, I was going to, but then I thought, oh, maybe not. I'll wait on that one.
Work together. Next time we're in person.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry. How's
Nah.
everyone else doing?
I need it on.
Oh, hi, Troy.
Janine's got Salty.
I need Troy.
What?
Get out of this.
It's online. Troy's impressed at my Troy's impressed on my setup
Oh, well, what's just that? Why would he be so impressed?
because I've got The Bachelor on one screen, I've got us on the other screen, and I've got the iPad in front of that.
Janine, you can't
Oh, my God.
dedicate your full attention to
Wait.
this?
Hang on, look. It's on closed caption, so I can read.
Oh, my God. I do like the fact Janine watches us at the same time to boost our numbers. It's
I'm pretty
terrific.
sure a week ago she was complaining that she couldn't get a device. Now she's got 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't even. You want to know what I found out today?
There we go. This is weird.
That there's a new Apple iPad Air coming out, and it's a version
Oh.
better than the one that I have, and I'm very upset. Very, very
Oh.
upset. Because it's the
Just get
same
the big
price,
Wait,
and it's better.
Oh, someone should have told you that every September they release all their new shit.
Well, how... Like, all of you could have told me that, because I was crapping on about it for how long?
Oh,
Yeah,
hang on. I like how it's our fault.
Guys, just let's take a moment. Look what I watched today.
Oh, my God.
How come
Harry
it's
Styles.
not?
What's their name?
Why
Who's
can't
Harry
I make it straight?
I don't know.
Oh, well, that's,
Anyways.
people have been asking that about Harry Styles forever.
Are you doing okay, Janine, with the cancellations?
Oh, I was very upset. But you know what? I would have been more upset if Brisbane and Sydney were allowed to see him and I wasn't. I would have been ropeable. I would have been at Dan Andrews' door, kicking it down, saying, see you next Tuesday. Get me there. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my shit at you.
Wow.
It does seem personal at that point. It seems like they're out to fuck you specifically, Janine.
They've gone out of their way just to. So Janine, do you want to give us your say? I've got a video. Ready? Give us an update on Harry Styles. What's going on?
Oh, yes.
Fucking hell.
I couldn't hear what he
What is
said
that?
first. I couldn't hear it. What did he say?
No, nothing really.
Just an update.
It
Do you
just says
Do you want to
breaking
play it again?
news.
Or I'll play it again. Just like, and Janine, we've got some breaking news.
These graphics.
So the breaking news is that Harry Styles' concert has been cancelled for
Hang
this
on.
year.
Has it been cancelled or postponed?
Oh, postponed. Cancelled for this year. Postponed till next year. Undetermined when, though.
I've got a 17-year-old daughter that's less devastated than a 32-year-old.
A lot could happen between now and then, Janine.
Yeah, well,
might-
it just gives me
I'm
a little
just
bit
saying.
more time. You know what it
And
does?
I heard he's asthmatic.
It gives me more time to manifest.
To manifest what?
To manifest
Oh,
me meeting him and for Operation Harry Styles meets Janine to happen. So
Harry
everybody that has
meets
Twitter,
Janine.
get on the Twitter.
Oh, you even booked in your wax and everything.
I really hope you
There's
two
a thing
hook up,
called
Janine.
laser. Me too. I do too. So let's just keep putting it out there. Well, no,
What?
I got
Salty, you
Talking
had
about-
your laser. That'd be the
Janine
worst.
Maybe-
wax-
maybe I should wear this t-shirt every week as well, just to keep putting it out there.
Look,
Or
you
just
said-
send it.
I'm like the
I
manifest.
heard that Harry's big on like 80s bush.
I'm gonna have to find some faux hair.
You have to find some puberty. Is that what you're trying to say?
Merkin.
You just killed Salty. You can borrow some of Salty's head. You give me so off. Oh my god.
I need a fucking haircut. I know what I want to do. I'm struggling.
Salty, when you scrunch your face up all angry, you kind of look like a minge.
Just
A what?
why don't you?
The vagina.
Janine, do you know how to cut hair?
No, I don't. Sorry.
I don't think it matters, Jenny. He just wants you to come over and cut his hair
No, not really.
while he's cutting your lunch. While he's cutting Troy's lunch.
He wishes. On that, talking about cutting lunches, and this is the drinking episode that we're all drinking except for Janine. She's having tea.
Well, Salty's not drinking either.
Yeah, Salty hasn't drank for 20, 30 years. What's your favourite drink?
Alcoholic drink.
Yeah, what's a drink like? You go to a pub and someone says to you, or a bar or whatever. Someone you go, all right, I'm going to get a drink. What do you want?
Shots.
Yeah, well, you
No.
say.
Shut.
What do you have?
You don't like to like have something in your hand that you're nursing that you kind of sip on?
She's a fucking
Yeah,
menace, mate.
but then shots. Always.
Oh my god! I wish you. Why aren't you still single?
Yeah, what?
Nick,
Because I'm married. Sorry.
It's
Oh.
sarcastic.
Sorry.
We
That's
just
a bit-
need
why
we need more pretty single girls out there drinking, doing shots, making bad decisions.
Me and
Yeah.
Belinda were great drinking buddies
Belinda's,
when
yeah,
pubs were open.
back the old days.
Ash has a bar at home and his epic parties. I would be the
Yeah.
shot enthusiast. Yeah,
You would
is
you would
that what you'd
start.
call me?
I would say the shot queen I'm hearing from the peanut gallery. Can you
So-
get behind the bar and you literally look at everything there and you go, I'm just going to make this. And whether it tastes good or not, it doesn't. That's completely irrelevant. And sometimes it's
Yeah.
good, sometimes it's horrible. But overall, it gets you where you need to go.
My
We've made a
favorite shot
few.
of choice though is Galliano, black Galliano.
What is that?
Sambuca.
Oh yes, and is that
What's your constitution like, Janine?
what's that
How
mean?
much can you put away? Like, how
How
much
much
can you put away?
I don't know. Ask the others. They've seen me drink.
I'd say that she's. I would say pound for pound, she's one of the strongest pound for pound. Now Janine's just on 5 foot and probably American, maybe 110, 120 pounds.
That's being
Like-
too over the top.
I don't
No,
know.
well,
Maybe if she had fast food all week or something.
Yeah,
well-
she's probably.
No, if
And
she's
her
50
clothes
kilos,
are all wet.
if she's
I
50
don't think
kilos,
Janine cracks
120
100 pounds.
Yeah.
How
50
tall are you, Janine?
kilos. Like 155 centimeters.
Yeah, tiny.
Oh,
We're
well.
talking about the metric system.
Good. Figures I understand.
There's a picture of her and Lucas from years ago.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that does shows my height.
Lucas is 6'4",
6'3".
6'8", including 6'3". Oh, well, there you go. First time ever you've rounded down. And Janine's there's like this is not
Janine
So
comes
that-
up to like here.
that'd be Janine and that'd be Lucas. I'm 6'2", and Janine's tiny. Like Janine, what would you be up to my armpit? If that,
Yeah, probably about that.
yeah, probably.
have-
She's there's not much of her. So, but pound for pound, a big. I would say Janine's a better drinker than Lucas.
Well, what really?
Yeah, I don't drink that often.
Lucas is a complete and utter lightweight. Man, he's paralytic after fucking 3 drinks. He'll have 3 drinks and he's giggling like some freaking school child. He's carrying on.
Just watching this happen.
Oh, Salty's disappeared.
Oh yes. All right, just like Salty's disappeared.
So,
what
do
does
you have any?
Little video.
That's awesome.
That,
Well
good on
done.
you, sir. Are there any angry drunks in the group, or generally pretty jolly?
Yeah,
No,
salty.
they're pretty jolly. What the hell? Who's
What's
playing? That's Salty.
Um,
Nah, we're a pretty jolly bunch. We have a good laugh, and
we don't have any like aggros. They really
Yeah, right.
don't. It's we really don't. I'm just trying to think. I don't remember. We've had lots of like shindigs, the parties,
Fair.
and we've never really had. I don't think there's ever been. There was one quasi years ago, Janine. We've been, but that was basically it.
yeah, but
But
he's just a douche.
The West Coast.
With who?
With angry Manchester, that's what he is.
Yeah, the British love to fight. See, the Aussies don't necessarily like to fight when they drink. The British, they just want to punch on.
It's a mixed bag out here, I suppose. Like my
Yeah.
group, I wouldn't say we have any like angry fighting drunks, but we have guys that they get an edge, they get an attitude, and get a little mean maybe with their words. That's about it.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's we have a British listener, a watcher. She was something with a bad reputation. There we go. And Shivers says, I think it's a bad reputation us Brits have. Not necessarily true.
Who is this person?
It's one of our Twitch watchers. It's a
Okay.
southern thing rather than a northern thing, at least. Oh, there you
So
go.
where's southern? Like what areas? Give us some.
It's south of the north.
Obviously, but like suburbs.
All right,
Like what are the worst suburbs?
London. I think London's south.
Foggy London town.
Yeah, let me have a look at the map.
Actually, I
Well,
reckon
so like down south,
Andrew would
'cause
know.
I thought the reputation
Oh,
of
London
Brits
way.
was that they were exceedingly
London
quiet.
way. Okay, yep,
There
makes
we go.
sense. London way.
And shout out to our friends in England. There we go.
Jesus, we're international.
Don't hate you all, just some. Just one in particular, that's all.
What's your least favourite city in England, Janine?
Manchester.
Yeah, so Manchester's sort of higher middle England,
Yeah.
and and London is sort of down in the south. So Andrew's saying that London is south, Manchester, Liverpool, north. Andrew probably needs to go to grammar school because that's probably one of the worst sentences I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, no, it's good that Shimmis with class letters north. That's quite good.
Anyways, we're back to the point. We're a lively bunch. We have a great time when the shots come out. It's fantastic. One time at Ash's party, one of his parties, I think it was Australia Day party. We were out in the sun all day, drinking all day. I died in the ass, and then I resurrected and re-drank and partied the whole night. So that was great. That just shows what kind of partier I am.
That was probably the Australia Day weekend. We'll talk about funny drunk stories, and the Australia Day weekend was Christy, my wife, went to Queensland.
Can you mute him?
I know,
Yeah.
just mute him until he starts
Mute him.
talking.
Once again. I need to make 3 strikes.
Three
That's
strikes
two.
and you're out.
Yeah, 3 strikes is there. So anyway, my wife Chrissy went away with her friend Brooke and decided that we decided to let's live it up. Who's in the background here? Oh, Troy.
Oh, Troy, yeah, he's on the phone.
So we decided to have a party, and it started. What time did it start? It was me, you, Lucas, Mika.
Lunchtime, I reckon.
Oh, we're in the pool.
Yeah, that day. In the sun.
We thought we'd have a quiet couple of drinks and enjoy the
couple of bottles.
Oh, here we go. Salty, stop being a drainer. Belinda, you've just won viewer of the week.
He's muted and he can't talk. He's like,
This is the drain.
How am I being the drainer? By what? I'm not fucking sitting here.
Oh,
I'm never on my phone, and you just texted that. Yeah, sure.
anyway, so we decided to we started early. I think it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and poor Peyton, who she was like...
We introduced her to beer bongs.
So Lucas brings over a beer bong, and I don't know what happened. I can't
It just
explain.
spiraled.
It's
And I died in the ass probably about, 4 or 5 o'clock?
Yeah, you
Had a
chucked.
bit of a nap. Yep, had a bit of a nap. Then got back up, had something to eat, and went again until probably like 12 o'clock in the morning. I think we finished in the end.
Yeah, you
It was a great night.
really, it was a big and there's random people walking in at one point. Remember,
Yeah.
Brooks was inviting people over, and I remember that next morning, me, Finster, and Googs woke up because we all why did we live here? So, and we walked around. We walked through. Salty's more worried about how he's being a drainer.
Fucking getting attacked by these fucking fans. There's lovely fans of it.
Oh, that's
so
right. Troy came in through the door ran straight to your pool, jumped in the pool, and everyone's like, "Who are you? What the hell?"
But he didn't come in and just started sculling whatever. And
Yeah.
then the next morning we woke up, and by the way, my daughter was 15 at the time, and then her and her friends are spewing up because I decided, oh well, they might as well drink. So they it was out of control. Anyway, so we were out with a wheelie bin, picking up all the rubbish, putting it straight into the bin, and then we decided, oh well, we're going to the city, and then we continued on the. It was a big, it was a big day. Big weekend. Good eat.
I remember like trying to like suplex Janine into that pool.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What I miss?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we do wrestling moves, and because I got a pool in the back, and we just decided we're going to start. Lucas and I got this running joke where you stand next to the pool and someone RKO's you at next one, and you like stand there going, "Oh, what time is it?" And then Lucas comes out of nowhere and just hits with an RKO into the water.
what
I'm
is an
pretty
RKO?
sure
Diamond cutter.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the table ended up in the pool at one stage too.
Yeah, because we tried to play beer pong.
What happened?
We tried to play beer pong in the water.
Oh,
no one
that's
wanted to get out of the pool though because
Yeah.
it was too hot. So we're like, let's see if we can float the pool on the table, like float the table on the pool.
Yeah, it was. That was a very big. We've had some big nights actually. We've had barbecue nights. We've had birthdays.
The reason why your daughter got drunk that night was because at one point Janine and I were behind the bar mixing drinks, and we were mixing shots of just like random stuff. Remember the cocktail shaker? And we're just pouring everything in
That's
there.
right. Yep.
And then every time we made something, Mads is like, "Let me try," and we're just like, "Sure."
Typical 15-year-old.
Bad
I had no idea what was
influence.
going on. I was
Sorry, Christy. I apologize.
I'm not.
Oh, good story for Bad. Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. What's your funniest drinking story, Salty? Explain your drinking story. You've actually got one.
Tell Belinda to leave me alone.
If you put your phone down, you won't even know that.
Who scored?
Oh my God.
Let me just say. Shouting at the TV. Now he's shouting at you.
So Salty,
Salty,
you've actually got a drinking story.
I've only got one story. I've only been drunk once.
Yeah,
tell
go
her.
on. Tell us.
So we were camping, and I was drinking a lot, and I was drinking. I drink gin before I drink. So gin, I drink gin. You know that? You don't know that, huh? Yeah, I do. I'm not like me. What the fuck am I going to do with you?
Quite the story.
Oh, we just have gin with dinner. I'm playing like this. Yeah, I know, but I was
This is too
true.
much. This is too-
We were drinking, and I was drinking. I had gin out of a bottle. What the fuck?
Gin and juice.
Yeah, what's he laughing about? You didn't even hear my story. Some fucking thing come on.
Oh, sorry.
So-
God,
brilliant.
middle of the story.
You get distracted so easy, bro.
No,
So I was drinking, and like I had orange juice as well because I drink gin and juice. It's just one of my things. And
smoke Indo?
oh, Belinda's dead. No, that's all right. So
Focus.
Anyway, listen to my story. Fuck, he's all distracted. So we're camping, and we had a campfire set, and I was drinking, and it got to a point where I usually drink like fucking 1 little part gin and 9 parts juice, but it got to the point where I was drinking like fucking 9 parts gin and 1 part juice, so I must have gone through half a bottle. I was fucked. All of a sudden, before I know it, I'm fucking naked and about to jump over this mad-ass campfire that would have burnt my fucking balls off, and I would never, Snash would not have existed. And this was when I was single too. This was before this was like when I was like 19. So I'm going to jump over this campfire. I'm dead set going to jump. And as I'm going to jump over this campfire, true story, I'm going to jump probably into it. And my mate tackles me. I'm naked, by the way. So I'm naked. I'm going to jump over this campfire. And as he pretty much saved me, and he tackled me to the floor and pretty much knocked me out. I was unconscious for I don't know how fucking long. I just slept like that for a while. Then I woke up with a fucking ant, so little bull ants around, or ants, and I woke up with a mad ass ant bite. It's a true fucking story, bro. I swear. I haven't told many people this. So
You just told everybody on social media.
I haven't told anyone. I'll just tell it on the internet.
Bro,
Where did it bite you? Where did the ant
on
bite
my
you?
house. I had a couple of ass bites. You know, Bobber, he actually took photos. He actually had the photos. He wasn't there, but he had the photos. He told it at my fucking 21st. He's like, I wasn't there, but I did see photos. So they were taking photos of me naked. Yes, Janine, calm down, naked. And I was, anyway, so I woke up, I had ant bites all over my ass. I thought I had to go to the fucking hospital. I was fucking...
Hills and the valleys?
I had bruises and cuts all over me from being tackled. My mate pretty much saved me from fucking doing something ridiculous. That's why...
I reckon if he didn't stop you, you would have made it.
I wouldn't have made it, no. I might have made it. It wasn't a massive campfire, but I don't remember much of it.
You're the best, Salty, around.
Why is it a Karate Kid on the screen?
Oh, I tried to do the best around video.
Well, he's running through my fucking story now. You got it. It wasn't that great, but that's the only drunk story that I got. Now I'm sober. I've been sober how long now?
Was it Maxwell that was asking, have you ever woken up knowing how you got there? That did happen to me once. I was at a convention. This was when I was working promo products, selling drinkware, and I had a convention in Arizona, and had made some friends with some folks that were based out there, and they had a suite for the Diamondbacks. So
Diamondbacks, baby.
You big D-backs fan?
Yeah, Arizona, yeah. My first year I started following and we won it. We won the pennant first year. Haven't done nothing fucking since, but anyway. Continue.
2001 was awesome.
Are you a Diamondbacks fan too?
No, Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
So the drinks are flowing in the suite. Afterwards, we go to this piano bar, and I'm just putting away red tire after red tire. And
what is red tire?
It's do I have the name right? Red tire?
Well, how long ago was it? How long ago?
Oh no! Fat tire. That's what it is.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't drink beer much anymore. Like we're talking, this was 15 years ago. Yeah, Fat Tire Ale is what I was drinking, and somehow they got me into a cab and back to my hotel. I don't remember any of this, and I had the wherewithal somehow to call in a wake-up call for the show next morning. But I didn't answer the wake-up call. They called back. I didn't answer that. I was dead to the world. And I'm woken up by this banging on the door. And I'm just kind of shaking out of it and still pretty groggy. All of a sudden, click, the door comes open and this lady comes in, and it starts to dawn on me like I'm buck naked. I got like some sheets on my legs. But it was Arizona. I just wanted to be cool. And I'm just, everything's hanging out. And this big, butch black lady just like comes in and does the immediate, sir, you didn't answer any of your wake-up calls. And yeah, like I just took away. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And do that thing where everything starts to register where you're supposed to be, what time it is, and that cold sweat drops over me, and then I got to explain to my boss, the booth was empty for like the first 2 hours. Like,
oh my god,
that's the worst when you can't remember. Years ago, when I first moved to Melbourne, there was a place called the Redback Brewery, and it was on in North Melbourne. And I went drinking with a mate of mine. I can't remember. Andrew White, his name was. This is like 1998, about 22 years ago, and we were drinking, and my mate was trying to hook up with this chick, and I can't remember. We went back to all three of us went back to apartment. Nothing debaucherous, and we went back to apartment, and I knew I was a third wheel, but I was that drunk. And he gave me the keys to his apartment, which was up the road in North Melbourne. He goes, "Just go home." He goes, "He's crashing my joint." He goes, "I've got some business to finish here." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no worries." I don't remember walking home. I don't remember getting home, but I remember waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning with him knocking on the front door. Going, "Open the door, open the door, open the door." I remember I woke up in his bed, by myself, obviously. TV was on. The TV was on. The stereo was on. The fridge was open. The microwave was open.
What?
His balcony door was open, but his front door wasn't. His front door was shut. And he opened the door and he goes, I said, "How'd you go?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What's going on here?" I said, "I don't know." I no idea. Yeah,
That's
I had no recollection. Zero.
Yeah, there's probably been two nights that has happened to me. One was at my house when we had a housewarming party, but the second time was in who's that?
Oh, Drew.
Andy got so
Andy.
drunk in the wedding he passed out.
Oh my god! Hang on, I've got an Andy story after Janine.
I've got to say, you probably
Oh yeah, so the other one was in Prague when I was in Europe, right? We went on a pub crawl, and the first stop was all you could drink absinthe, shots of absinthe. And I didn't know what absinthe was at that stage, and it was apparently homemade shit that they made like there. And so, of course, me being shot queen, I just loaded up on all these shots of absinthe. Probably remembered the next two stops, and then don't remember anything. Well, kind of remember bits and pieces. Got to the end of the pub crawl was at this massive club that was famous there. That's like 5 stories or something like that. Very hard to get into, but because you bought the package, you were able to get in there. And I remember lining up, and I was that eager to get in because I just wanted to get in that I told the security guard that he has to let me in, otherwise I'm going to pee on his shoes. So I was like, "I'm busting to go to the toilet. You got to let me in. I'm going to pee on your shoes." Got in. Literally walked up to the toilet, spewed everywhere, and then don't remember how I got home. Apparently, someone shoved me in the back of a taxi, made it back to the hostel. Someone took me to my room, and I woke up the next day and had no idea what had happened.
That sounds like
Holy
taking
moly.
It was great.
Taken.
Lucky I survived.
I remember Daff remember what was the party, Lucas, where Daff got that drunk and he jumped in the pool and it was like winter.
Oh no! It was like just before spring had happened, and we were having at your place.
Grand final day.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, we were all in the backyard by the fire, and then having a good old laugh. And the next thing we know, Duff's like, "Ah, Specky," and he just landed in the pool.
Oh my god!
But the best one, by far, the best drunk story was Brownie. This was your 40th?
Oh, no. This is Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus.
39.
39.
I was
right.
there.
So you're 39. We're all sitting around. We'd had a hard day of drinking. You were singing karaoke. It was all a big thing, right? And then all of a sudden, we're in the backyard. We're in the back just on the patio, and it was you, me. I don't remember who was there, but I'd given you'd lit a cigar, and then I gave you the bottle of champagne, and you were drinking the champagne straight from the neck. You took a puff of the cigar, wicked, like sculled the bottle, and you're like, "I'm out." And then you just got up and just went straight to bed. The party was still going. It was like 1 o'clock. And you're like,
called
"I'm
it
out."
quits at his own birthday.
Yep,
I've done that so many times.
Hang on, do you remember the Zoom party we had with Andy as well?
Yeah, the
His
ISO
wife. Oh god, his wife got on Zoom.
Andy, that's right. We did an hour power. So there's a thing we call the hour of power, and it really does separate the men from the boys. And what was that noise in the
I
background?
think that's salty.
Yeah, mute it, Salty.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the hour of power, Nick, separates the men from the boys.
Okay.
So what the hour of power inherently is if you have a shot of beer every minute for 60 seconds. Every minute.
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Every minute for 60 minutes.
So you just sit there and you ring a bell, bang, and you just get into it. And people know it's a killer. So it separates the men from the boys. The first 15 minutes, pretty easy. You're making your way through. You're going, this is easy. I can do this. This is not that hard. And then with jelly shots, yeah, cool, wolf mud on. And so you're sitting there, and then you get to that 15 to 20 minute range, and you're starting to feel, oh, all right, I get a bit burpy.
Should I stop?
And then you get to about half an hour, you're like, all right, I've got a good pace here. And then the last half hour, you just ruin. What is worse is our friend Andy decided to do it with scotch.
Dude, you're going to end up in the hospital.
No, he didn't make it.
Good Friday this year, we always have a catch-up Good Friday because, I don't even know, it started years ago as a tradition. It's pretty funny. We drink all day, we cook barbecue and wait till midnight and we eat the barbecue because Jesus won't allow us to eat anything. Anyway, so Andy started at 3 o'clock. We started at 3 o'clock and we thought we'll have an hour of power at 4. And we'll do that. We'll do an hour of power at 4. We'll do one at like 7. And we thought 4 o'clock. So there's me, Lucas, Beckett, a few other boys are all on Zoom because obviously we can't do it. And we had a bell. And so you ring the bell when it's time. All right, so Andy brings out the bottle of scotch. We're like, this is not going to end well. He goes, no, I don't care. Starts doing it. 20 minutes in, he's gone. His missus messages Chrissy and goes, he's out. He's in bed.
No. She came on the screen and she's like this. She's like, he's gone. It's over. You got to check backstage as well, Brownie. There's a visitor. I've lined up a visitor.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh.
Who is it?
Oh, that's right. I'm pretty salty.
Hello. How you doing? Can you hear
Earlier
me?
today, when you said when you said Dean wasn't coming, and I said, "Oh, this is a perfect opportunity." It's not quite the Dean, but it's I thought I'd introduce you to Jam. Nick, this is Jam. This is Jam from Jam and the Big Fella.
How you going, Nick?
Wait. How you doing?
Going
Who's
on?
jamming the big fella?
It's a long.
It's a long story. This is my mate Justin. He was the one I was telling you the other day that we were on stage with Kevin Smith and Jay Muse playing "Let Us Fuck."
What?
He's my hetero life mate.
One way
His
of
best
putting,
friend.
I thought I'd join in because I put a comment up there earlier about the bear, and I thought since you're talking about funny drunk stories,
I tried to push off that one.
I might jump on and discuss what I mean by the bear, and share a drunk Lucas story or two.
Oh,
Oh,
the
God.
floor is yours.
Well, Lucas and I go back quite a while, as you know, but in the earlier days when Lucas wasn't drinking cider and was on some other beverages, he has this ridiculous ability to call it when he's going to chuck, right? I'm not even. You're going to have to help me with some of the details as to how it ended up being called. Actually, no, I've got it. I know now. So I remember the first time we met the bear, or we saw the bear. We're on the freeway. We're coming back from, I think, Bridie O'Reilly's down
I miss that place.
when it was in Brunswick. And I'm in the back seat. Lucas is in the back seat. And I can't remember who was driving, but someone, we had a designated driver. It wasn't a cab. And Lucas just out of nowhere goes, "Stop the car. Stop the car." What? Why?
Oh, Woodstock.
Stop the car. I need to get out. I'm gonna chuck. Really? Are you joking? Stop the car. And so we pull the car over, and he gets out, and he violently, like, vomit.
Oh,
It's got this reverberating sound. It's just like, I'm not gonna try and do it, but it sounded like a bear was like eating and throwing up at the same. That's how the name came about. And
the bear.
the other time that the bear was out, because the bear is an international bear. The bear travels around the world, and and Nick, as an American, I thought I'd share a bear USA story, and in
Oh
particular,
God.
a bear Vegas story, because Vegas story.
Oh, this is
Actually,
bad.
I better ask
I know
permission
which one.
first, because
Yeah, just go.
Just
what
do
happened.
it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Well, it's not that bad, but
No.
what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, I suppose. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. Is it a breaking?
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, this is fine. It's yeah, go.
So, first time I went to America, I think it was your second or third time, Lucas.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas, and that was the time we went to WrestleMania 31 Brownie with you. It was an epic trip, and we stopped over at Vegas in between. And one night we thought we'd go see, a bit like Nick at the moment, thought we'd go check out some clubs, and we ended up somehow scoring free. We just tagged along with this. Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
And we ended up on this party tour or whatever it is, and it was a big night of drinking and whatnot. Anyway, we're coming back. We're in the cab, and again, the same process. Lucas is like, "Stop the cab! Stop the cab! I need to get out." And we're in some like alley, like we're not on a main strip. We're off the main strip.
No,
And
because
so
we're off on Fremont.
around that area. So we're getting, he gets out of the cab and he just goes for a walk, like he's just walking. And then you hear, so the cab, like at this point, I'm still in the cab. The cab is creeping at the same rate as Lucas is walking. And then you hear this vibration again. It just comes from really deep down, like a roar. And he just starts trucking on the side of a Vegas street.
Oh.
This is where it gets brilliant. These two American dudes, they're walking past and they start stirring him. They're like, "Oh," and they're like giving him shit.
Yeah, that's
And
a bit.
Lucas is like still chucking, and one of them kicks him in, like kind of pushes him with his foot in his ass. And then Lucas just decides, he just stops chucking, stands up, turns around and greases them off. Like, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, can't you leave me here to chuck in peace? What's your problem?
They
And these
fucking
two,
shit themselves.
they were bigger than you. I'm shitting myself. I'm like, shit, you're going to get
Wait,
hurt.
the dudes that kicked you were shitting themselves?
No, well, he thinks they are, but he thinks he's the biggest bloke in the world. So he thinks he can take.
That is so true. that is so true. Andre the Giant.
They're both bigger than you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Andre the Giant could be next to him, and Lucas would take him in his head.
I'd take him. Easy.
But I'm starting to shit myself because I'm like, Lucas looked pissed off, and these two guys were taking the piss, and I'm in the cab still, and I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna end. But they were pretty chill dudes, and they were happy enough to laugh and walk away. Lucas finished chucking, got back in the cab, and we went home. We went back to the hotel. So, yeah,
Dude, that ain't chill,
I
man.
think I'm
Like
the same as you,
picking a
Lucas.
complete stranger
Thanks,
while
Jimmy.
puking is not chill.
No, I'm a vocal puker as well. My nickname is the Exorcist.
oh,
Oh my god.
Can we talk about the streak that was broken this year?
What streak?
Who had a
I had
streak?
a streak of 12 years of not throwing up while drinking.
While drinking.
Not throwing up in general. Like I'm not a chucker, which actually hampers my hangover efforts. and after the ISO ball, I was fucked. I drank 2 bottles of wine and a 6-pack of beer, and that was it. I got up,
Whoa.
I went to the toilet, I threw up, and I went to sleep.
I've got a picture
yeah,
from my 30th.
Yeah, someone mentioned. Hi, Brooke.
Where's
she's-
the camera? That's
Oh,
they're
oh,
puking
I-
out the
let me
front.
zoom in. It's like, oh, not me. That's the Anakin. That's not what I want. It's like, I make Janine the video solo layout.
Oh my God,
You can
Janine.
kind of
All class.
That is horrible.
that was what happened at my 30th.
Janine.
Out the front.
We
That
thought-
wasn't. That was
What
just
if
the
Harry
start of
Styles
it.
saw that?
That's why.
I would hope that I would hope he would be a gentleman and hold my hair back like my cousin held my hair back that night.
Wait, who was that?
Oh,
Where was this?
That was at my 30th. That was the night that I couldn't even get in a cab home because I was vomiting that much that we had to sleep. I had to sleep in the back of like a parked car till like 2 a.m. before they could get me into an Uber, and then I was vomiting in Troy's lap the whole way home.
You were parallel.
yeah.
I was so gone. I don't even. You know what happened? What got me? Someone gave me
Bloody Sambuca.
probably half a cup. No, this was like towards the end of the night. I think it was my friend Clint gave me half a cup of tequila that I'm pretty sure I thought it was water, and I just downed it, and I think that's what ended me.
Oh, Janine.
Yeah,
It
after
wasn't
mixing
just-
everything else. Yeah.
So, Janine, what's the mood like the next morning after puking in your husband's lap the whole way home?
Well, that day was not fun. I was probably vomiting up until like 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay, hangover aside, though, I mean, is Troy cool about it, or do you
Oh,
catch
yeah.
shit?
Nah, he
Catch
he
no
laughed.
shit?
Nah, none. We're pretty cool like that.
They hold each other's hair. They hold each other's hair when they throw up.
If you had saw that, hang on, let me see if I can find. Me and Troy probably get on the same level of drunk when we're drunk together.
Do you give him
Sorry,
shit the next day?
No, we just laugh about it.
Sorry, there's a conversation going on in our chat. Have a list. Let's just quickly follow this. Hi, friends from Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Max. Hi, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Hi, love. How are you? Brooklyn, I'm good. How are you?
But
Wait,
this
can
is
you see
fine.
that?
This is them. Like, we're fostering friendships and love and connections.
Oh, look at that. That's what you can't compete with, Salty. You don't dance.
This is one.
You don't drink.
This is one. And
Wait,
this
Janine,
was-
were you the girl in the picture before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my 30th. Hang on. I can't. This is the dance.
I can see
Look at us rocking the dance floor. That's how.
Put some
That's
water
how
in
how we roll.
I'll say Janine for a chick that guys check out in a nightclub. She has no rhythm whatsoever. She looks like a fish out of water when she dances. It's horrible.
Salty, I swear to God, I'm going to smack you one.
Well, what's he done now?
Nothing.
Oh, quickly.
Exactly nothing.
It's Dean's mum's birthday. Here we go. Ready?
Another birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Dean's
Dean.
mum. Oh God.
That's why Dean's not on tonight. So, because it's his mum's birthday. So we thought we'd shout out Tess. Yeah.
You haven't done your shout outs. You haven't done your shout
Oh,
outs.
shout out.
On the running sheet.
Oh,
We have a running sheet now.
Oh,
guys.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, there.
Hey! Bingo!
I love
It's
it.
between cakes.
We just did the happy birthday to your mum.
Yeah, I felt the praise from him, mate. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
I
there
tried
we
to
go.
substitute your Dean with jam.
Yeah, it's a worthy replacement. just as hairy, so it's all right.
Yeah, I think we need to take out Salty and input Jam as a permanent fixture.
No,
Nice
you
one.
can't replace Salty.
Oh, what's happening?
I
Oh,
don't know, it's
someone,
breaking up.
Someone's crackling.
what's going on
That's
here?
Brownie's NBN connection.
Did you guys have a good night?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, we're still going. Oh yeah, no, yeah. All right, well, what's going on with the scratchiness?
Some
Might be
technical
Dean.
difficulties.
Hey, Dean, I got to bring you, dude.
Bye.
Yeah, it was Dean.
Yeah,
Sorry,
That was
Dean.
Dean.
Gotta love you,
Hey,
Luca.
Salty,
All right,
go
do
away,
your
dude.
shout outs. Do your shout
Oh,
outs.
shout out. Daff, Maxwell. Oh, here we go. We just put them on the screen. Brooke, Maxwell, Daff, Brooke again. Belinda, who she said to me this week, she actually plans her Saturday night, or Thursday night around this. She'll get herself ready.
Oh, bless her.
She'll get off 17 packets of cigarettes.
Little champers.
A little bit. No, that'd be good.
She'll be drinking scotch.
Yeah, D-Mac, Andy, we got Andrew watching himself. These are just the commenters. Of course, everyone's favourite.
Natalie.
Seamus from
Seamus.
Manchester.
Cool name, surely. Fuck.
So this guy's from Twitch. Is this a Twitch follower?
Yeah, we've got Twitch. So we're on Twitch now, which is good. So look at this, Belinda. I love you guys. What about Salty, Belinda? Do you like Salty? Oh, look at that.
I don't think she does.
So anyway, today was a big day for the gaming community because the PS5 dropped today, which is pretty impressive.
Go for a quick toilet break while you talk about this
No,
crap.
because this is actually when you come back. Because what is your favourite gaming console?
All right, I'll go toilet and then I'll come back and answer.
Yeah.
You're not going to know You're not going to know your answer if you don't listen to all of ours.
So what's your favourite gaming console? Because that's the PS5 coming out and being on pre-order and Xbox Series X. Gaming's a big thing these days. What's your all-time favourite gaming console?
Start with our guest Jam.
Man, this is way too hard because there's so many, and it would take me a while to. I'll just go back probably to the ones that I think had the biggest impact. I was a big fan of the Super Nintendo, but I reckon the 64 was probably that console that came out at the peak of like that time where you were visiting people's houses and like you suddenly could have 4 players instead of 2. You're like rocking Mario 64 or Mario Kart 64, and that Zelda game that I love came out on that. So I'd have to say Nintendo 64 just for the impact that it had at the time.
Yeah, it's funny, because PlayStation and like the gaming consoles. Like I know Janine went away. Goes, I've got to go. That was the quickest piss I've ever seen in my life. Just quietly.
Did you wash your hands, you creep?
I did. Always.
No wonder we're all in lockdown. No, I think gaming's become so big that the guys, girls are making massive money on Twitch these days playing games.
Yeah, but you know why though? Huh?
Because they're hot.
Because they do this. Oh, he got me.
How much money have you got?
Right there.
I think Nick's answered the question who he likes.
So,
What's your favorite?
He's a mess.
What's that?
what was the?
Yeah, sorry, Janine, go.
I think I grew up on the Nintendo that had the little flap and the cartridge goes in. What,
Oh my God,
you had a
I
NES?
don't think it's 64.
Nah, you had a NES.
That's the NES,
Is
the
that
original.
NES? Hang
That's
on.
the first Nintendo
Yeah, that's
Entertainment
what I
System.
grew up on.
Sorry,
Jesus.
let's go back
You
on
that
that.
old.
Let me have a
I
look.
grew up on the thing that's got the flap and you put the thing in.
Yeah, this is
You
what we
fuck
had.
what?
In fairness, In
Classic.
fairness, she didn't say it was her favorite. She just said, "I grew up with this one, so it wins by default."
I'm not a gamer. I don't know, but
No.
I did play that.
The thing is, the gaming's always been huge. Like, the difference is now people can make money from gaming, but I being a teacher and teaching IT, I do a bit of work around programming and stuff. And I show this video when the Nintendo came out and launched in the US, and like the hysteria and the news coverage and the interviews with experts about like the fear of the addiction and the impact on children and all this stuff. That was real in the late 80s, early 90s, whenever the NES launched. It was huge, massive.
That's all come true.
Pre-orders, games sold out everywhere, all that sort of stuff. From the very first NES, it hasn't really changed. But you're right about Twitch and all those other sort of platforms where people can make some big money. Why would you worry about?
The money's from yeah, but the thing is with this, you're going to get this. You get this probably too. Is that everyone wants to be a professional gamer? They're like, like they think that they can do that, but it's not. It's not that easy.
Yeah, but it's just like YouTube stars. It's the same as that, isn't it? There's that
like Harry
many of them
Styles.
these days.
Hey, by the way, we're on
Harry
YouTube.
Styles, mate.
We're on YouTube. We've got 0 viewers on YouTube right now. We're killing it.
The advertising lining up.
I'm going to start doing that actually. And Nick, what about the States? Like, have you seen a significant change in gaming? The gaming culture from being just a nerdy guy sitting in the basement playing a Nintendo with his friends to now suddenly it's cool. There's people that like TV stars, musicians that have Twitch accounts, making money off it. It seems like it's a big thing these days. And esports.
Christians are making money playing video games?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish my brother stayed up late. He was the gamer. It's funny. I won our first Nintendo selling candy bars for our little league.
Yeah.
It was
Oh my
second place prize. I was in a tie for first, and I lost the coin flip and got a Nintendo. But my brother was the one who got into it and was good. I was more about sports and other things. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say. It amazes me that these kids make money doing this. Like, you can be a millionaire playing video games.
Yeah.
A lot of it's the
That's
tournaments
nuts
they
to me
do.
that you can aspire to that. But
it's funny when you're a kid, your mum's like, "Get off the computer games. You never." It's like, bitch, I can make experience.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I'll dip into video games every now and again, and when I do, I get lost in them, and it's not like when a GTA comes out, I'll get lost in that for a while. Like GTA 4, like there's landmark games for me. I'd say, the Super Nintendo, when that came out, that was big. Super Mario World. When I played baseball on the first PlayStation, it was a big jump in graphics for me. And then, every time all the GTAs coming out, those were always big. But GTA 4, I think, was the first one where you had the online open world.
Yeah.
And I used to just go into that world and I don't know. I would just hunt. I used to think man is the greatest prey. And I would just hunt other players. I love it.
Which one was the GTA with the 80s, the great 80s soundtrack?
Vice City.
Vice
City.
City.
I love that. I just used to drive around.
Max just asked the question.
I love the Scarface mansion.
Max asked the question here, what's your favourite all-time game? So we might as well work the circle because we've all got a game that we've all... there's two that I've got. I know that sounds ridiculous. GTA Vice City, which is a game... I just think it's an all-timer. I think it's just the soundtrack is off its head. The 80s theme, everything about it. He just took GTA 3 and went to a whole nother level.
larger world. It was so tiny.
Yeah, I know, knowing what I know now, but at the time, if you put yourself back in
Oh
that
yeah,
time,
don't get me wrong. Great voice cast.
it was awesome. You had Ray Liotta, who was, Tommy Pisetti, you had Jenna Jameson, who was a famous porn
Philip
star.
Michael Thomas.
Chucks. You had all these, like, you had the half of Miami Vice's cast in it. It was it was just a terrific game. You had the Scarface references. It was A grade. And the soundtrack. The one thing that I always remember from that game is you do the first mission, you get your car, and they play Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. And it's on the radio. And you're sitting there going, shit, these guys, there's nothing.
They got something.
There's nothing cheap about that. If you're playing Michael Jackson, as soon as you get Thriller, man, Thriller. But as soon as you play Michael Jackson, this is Dave Chappelle reference. But as soon as you do that, you're like, oh wow, this is something. And it was terrific. I occasionally still play it on the PS4. I've got it on the PS4. I bought it the GTA pack, and the other one is Red Dead Redemption 2. I just think that was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, my
Lucas,
brother actually just loaned me his machine in the game. He says you need to play this.
That is storytelling. People sit there and like Janine will probably roll her eyes and go, "Oh,
No, I don't know what it is.
No, Red Dead Redemption is it's a Western-based game, but it's at the tail end. It's based at the tail end of the cowboys, effectively, like when
It's
civilization.
like right after the Civil War.
Yeah, and so these outlaws are trying to find their way in a new world, and it was amazing storytelling. It was just unbelievably engrossing. Lucas and I basically were fucked up for 2 weeks after we played it. The ending was that good, and there's another game like The Last of Us. Like The Last of Us, it got me because at the time when I was playing it, my daughter was about the same age as the girl in the thingo, and it's a real story between a father figure and this girl. And the story.
Ned was playing that when I used to go to Joseph's all the time. I remember that. Yeah.
And it just this really good games can really sucker you in, and yeah, I can understand why people get in. So they're the two that I've sort of monopolised the time. Janine, what's your sort of two games games that you remember that?
Well, video games was definitely Super Mario's. Can't go past that, obviously. Tekken on PlayStation and Grand Theft Audio, but I was like into The Sims on PC. That was my gaming.
Matt still plays The Sims.
I was that obsessed with it when I was a kid that I would wake up early before school to play it, rush home after school to play it, and then play it any time in between that I was allowed. Like, that's how obsessed I was. And at that time, like, you couldn't share like what you were doing with anyone. Now everybody shares it online and stuff like that. So you were just literally playing it and then telling your friends about it at school the next day.
For the pure enjoyment.
Yeah, literally. I would sit there for hours just playing.
Do you know, Janine, once every 4 or 5 years I get the itch to play The Sims, and then I load it, I go to the effort of like downloading it, install the game, I'd get all the add-ons, I start playing it, and then I realize, fuck, I'm playing The Sims, and I just delete it immediately.
I played when we first came into lockdown. I started playing it again because I liked building, like mainly building and decorating, not actually playing the game. But then I started playing the game a bit, and I got a bit addicted to it again. And then same sort of thing. I just found myself too addicted to it, and I'm like, I got to stop this.
How do you play the game in Sims? Like, what do you do?
Well, they're actually, because there's no like you can't clock it. It's just a continuous build. So people like on the internet make up certain things that you've got to kind of achieve or like ways to play the game, but they're actually apparently making one that you can kind of clock. They're going to incorporate it somehow. I'm not sure how, but yeah. But a lot of people just kind of play it to like either build, because a lot of people just like building, or like like they like what I said before with the whole people online like choose things like there's this 100 baby challenge, so you have to continuously like grow
You're
your
into this more than
family.
you let. You're into this more than you're just right. And then there's 100 baby challenge. And then,
Yeah. But there's like different ways that people have made like avenues to play it a certain way, if that makes sense. But yeah,
Well,
you can definitely go down a rabbit hole with it.
Well, Mads bought what did Mads buy the other day? She bought a pack. She come and asked me. Yeah, they had all these packs for sale on Steam or Origin or something. And
Origin, yeah.
Yeah, she really, and yeah, she's right into it. Like she still plays it. They just released a Star Wars one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's coming
That'd be
out.
right up your alley.
It's actually
Yeah,
it's
you
based
can
on,
buy add-ons.
you know what it's based on, Nick. It's based on Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland.
What's
It's
that?
probably like a theme pack.
All right.
Yeah, the theme pack's that. So Luca, what's your game?
The one that like on my Xbox, I guess, was always like the whole Gears of War series, and that's something that Jam and I and Daft and Murphy always played together. Like that was, yeah.
No, I was expecting you to say Elder Scrolls or something like that.
Well, that's the other game that I was going to get to. So Gears, mine very like multiplayer based, I guess. Like I like, yeah, that social aspect. But
in the background.
Elder Scroll or like
Troy,
Oblivion.
shut up!
We're trying to talk games here, Troy.
He's playing games at the moment. He's playing World of Warcraft or something.
No, Call of Duty.
Is he?
Call of Duty, whatever.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, like Gears of War and Oblivion.
Lucas, what is
But
that? What was that game? What was the game on PlayStation with that orange character? It was like fluffy.
Oh, Little Big World, Little Big Planet.
Nah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. That was a good one.
Fire the Dragon!
Oh.
What about Max said? What about the Harry Styles Sims?
Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Let's
Tomb
not get
Raider.
into
I remember
that.
Tomb Raider.
What I've done with Harry Styles in the Sims.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's got to be waterproof.
Make him die.
Salty, what's the games that you've played? This would be Salty.
He's not even paying attention. Don't yell. Just.
Jan. Salty, you awake?
You're on mute, man.
Oh,
We mute him, so
He seems content with being muted.
I just say. Let's.
Oh, word! I didn't.
That kills me. I love that.
He's gone.
I gotta tell you, Ash, that is my favorite thing right now.
well, there he is. Crash. Was that Crash Bandicoot? No, that's still.
Salty, what's your favorite game?
Janine.
Why should eat the game? Is that
My favourite game of all time is probably still the first AFL game on Nintendo, the original Nintendo.
I thought you were going to say Tomb Raider.
That's a good quality. I think that's the best AFL game. Still.
You know, Goog paid $200 for that on eBay.
Yeah, that's probably the game I played the most, even though,
Out of bounds on the full.
Really?
Love that.
I thought you were going to say
Has he got it?
I thought you were going to say Tomb Raider, Salty.
On the shitties.
Yeah, word. That's probably my favourite game of all
Titties.
It's a good game.
Have you got it? You've got a Nintendo that you play?
Me or yeah?
time. I don't have it.
No, Salty.
Jay, what's your favorite thing?
No, I don't have a Nintendo. I got a PS4.
Oh, Jay.
Just kick him back off. Just mute him again.
My favorite game has to be from the console
Me?
that I put it number one as well.
What is it?
Oh, Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Majora's Mask.
No, the one before it. Ocarina of Time, Nintendo 64. I think it was because I'm a like my role-playing games, and that was the first real 3D, full open world game. And
Who's that in the background?
It's Salties again.
It's
No,
salty.
I'm muted.
that's why it was muted before.
Mate, the hardest thing in this show is to be executive producer, and salty curator.
Container. You're the salty container.
Oh, classic.
I'm earning my money.
I'm fucking listening to everything you're saying.
No, your
Yeah,
background.
but your friend in the background.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on.
Yeah, so and that's Troy in your background.
Mute Janine.
Yeah, just mute me. I don't know how to mute me.
Nah, it's all right. You're actually fun. Oh my god, Jasmine!
Hey,
Fantasy.
Jasmine!
Final Fantasy. Is that an Asian thing?
Final Fantasy is not an Asian thing, although I did go to school in St. Albans and I had a lot of Asian friends, so maybe it rubbed off on me. But which Final Fantasy? Like, saying Final Fantasy is crazy. There's like 15 games. Like, which one? You can't say Final Fantasy.
7.
Most people say 7.
Nah, 7 wasn't that good.
I'm an 8 fan, but a lot of people will say
7. What was yours, Nick? What's yours? Not your Final Fantasy fan, but what was what's your games that if you had the opportunity to play right now?
I'll tell you what, I would want to play Mario Golf for the N64.
Really?
That was such
awesome.
an excellent game with such great like little side games where they'd have rings set up that you had to get each drive through, so you'd have to shape your shot. And I don't know. There's a lot of nostalgia tied into it. There was one summer where we just played that all night, and we had like this 5-disc thing going on the CD rotator, and we would listen to like Led Zeppelin 4, Best of the Doors, Tom Petty's Greatest Hits, Queen Greatest Hits. And I want to say like a Beatles album or something. And it was just those on rotate. We would get high and just play Mario Golf all night. And it was crazy competitive. It's a nostalgia thing for me. Video game, what's the best video game I've ever played? Probably one of the GTAs.
You just need something.
And MVP Baseball 2005. That is like one of the best baseball games ever. The one with Manny on the cover.
But you just hit on something again. That it may not be the favorite. It's like music. It's like a TV show or whatever. You refer to. I remember Sam Janine, who we worked with. Sam, who never had a shower, and his thing was music was always relatable. What you were listening to at the time in your favorite part of your life. And when you're in your formative years, you sit there and you go, you refer back. Like, I remember Matt Finster and I, we hired a Super Nintendo, Street Fighter, and we played it all night. So we hired it from the local video store because none of us either of us could afford it at Super Nintendo. And we saved up, we hired it for the night. We borrowed them $50 for the deposit, and we played Street Fighter all night because we wanted to get our $25 value in. And you look back at it now, like it's ridiculous. I just fucking dropped $700 on a fucking PS5. And you sit there and you go, how awesome was life back then? Like at that time when all you were looking forward to was just that one thing with your friend, and you'd sit there and just have fun with it.
Well, for me, it was like it was a family thing. It was probably the only thing that me and my brother would do together and get along and play nicely with.
The memories are a big part of why I put the Nintendo 64 at the top. Like, I don't know if you did the same, but whenever you'd be like, I'm going to come around to your house, you'd get the bring your Nintendo controller because you'd want everyone would have 4, but you could have 4, so you'd have to bring your own in your bag and plug it in when you go to your friend's house and play multiplayer. And video stores, oh my god, I miss video stores. They were so much fun. Like,
Let's go quick. Number one, I'll touch on one thing. I remember when Christy and I started going out, she had a PlayStation and I didn't have one. And
there we go. This is why you stuck around.
I'll tell you a quick story. That fucking bitch that I married, she used to burn CDs. No. She knows why I'm about to say that because she's going to fucking kick my. She burned CDs. Oasis, just before we started dating, and Oasis released Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, which wasn't that good of an album. And she was burning CDs as a side hustle. And I said, I'm hanging for that. She goes, I've got a copy of it if you want one. I'm like, yeah, no worries. So I fucking got it. And she goes, $10.
She charged you for it.
Charged me for a burn CD, fucking cow.
Good on her.
So
early signs that she was going to always run her own business. She's
just an ordinary human being. Anyway,
She's been playing you ever since.
Yeah, exactly.
So she switched her side hustle. Yeah, she switched her side hustle to burning CDs to keeping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She lost out. But we used to play at Kornikova tennis. Did you ever play that on the PlayStation? We used to play one-on-one flat out. Those like just sit there. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, and Tiger Woods.
The reason why everyone, when the PlayStation came out, everyone was burning CDs, even music and video games. Like it, when you think back in time, a lot of things were way cheaper back then than they are now. But video games and CDs and stuff are not one of those things. They've always been expensive. New release Nintendo 64 games were $99.99.
Yeah.
Like that. And so video stores were the only way that you could play a lot of games because you couldn't afford to keep buying.
It's true. It's
you go to
very
the video
true.
store, you hire it, and you never return it on time. There was a topic I was going to bring up tonight, which is your favourite decade, right? Now, I reckon we parked that one for the moment. And then we just talk about the greatest thing in the world that is no longer with us is video stores.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Yeah. Used to be packed.
They had it on the news that the last one closed not that long ago.
No, the last one's still open. They're selling merch.
One in Oregon.
Oh, okay. No, in Australia, though.
Merch.
Yeah, Perth. So, all right, this is a funny story. I think I even snapped this to you, Janine, and I snapped it to Christy at the time. When I was in Perth for work, when I used to work at 1300, Roger took me to the last Blockbuster in Australia. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I'm walking. This is like 3 years ago. And I'm walking through the aisles in the DVDs going, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And the nostalgia just sweeps back because you just you walk along, you just have a look, you're flicking through.
You go to the new release section, they can't afford any of those, so you go to like the five for $5.
No, but whenever you used to go to the new release section, as in movies, you used to, like, if you didn't get there early on Friday, like, afternoon, they were all gone, and you used to spit chips because you're like, well, what are we going to watch now? Because we were so looking forward to watching that movie.
Yeah, all you do is you're stuck with like Chuck Norris movies or cheesy 80s like horror movies or I miss video stores. I know streaming is so much more convenient, but the event to go to a movie store, to go to a video store with your friends, pick out the tapes, and especially if it was $5 for $5, the punch-ons there would be unbelievable because no one would agree on anything, and then you'd watch them. And that was the thing, you fucking watched them.
And it was like I remember it being a very big like family event for us. Like that's what we would do Friday night, Saturday night, like watch movies. And everyone would crack the shits because no one wanted to watch that one, but you had to watch the other one, and there was nothing else to do, so you'd sit in front of the TV and watch it anyways.
But the
I remember
I found
Jack Black, Be Kind Rewind, good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
The thing that when Video Easy was around a lot longer and prior to Blockbuster, as far as I remember, but the difference with Blockbuster, the thing that made me fall in love with that place.
Oh no, Joel.
Is they had the games set up.
Oh, it was the hardcore stuff, Joel.
I could have talked. But
I know. And we used to walk around, and you'd sneak around and like you'd hire these really cheesy porno movies.
Shady corner.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was no. The video store was the fucking greatest. It's the one thing that I'm absolutely excited about. Like everything else is awesome. That obviously Kevin Janina, but everything else is awesome. Like what's going on in the world, not now, but previous to all this shit. But video stores, I'm telling you, there was nothing better.
But what changed, what got rid of them was us.
Mhm.
We got rid of them because we stopped going there because
Yeah.
it was so easy for us to be able to just stream something or
Download.
download something.
All right.
LimeWire.
You had to kill your computer. All right, so vinyl has made a comeback in the last 5 years. Do you think DVDs or videos will ever make a comeback?
No.
Nah,
No
because no
chance.
one will want to buy the devices.
streaming.
And because it's so like bad quality compared to what we have now, we're too used to
We
it.
are such an instant gratification society now that if we
Correct.
had to wait for a fucking video to rewind or a
Yes.
DVD to load, people
get
will
it.
fucking lose their mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
rewinding
or it
shit.
scratches, and you have to
Oh
like
my
skip
goodness.
past the scratch.
How bad was renting a movie and you can't play it because you're
Yeah.
trying to watch? You paid for it and it's
Yep.
just crap from start to finish.
Yep.
Used to go get the 6 weeklies of old wrestling tapes and they will shoot the pieces, man.
You know what was cool though? You get the videos and you put it in, and you watch the trailers for all the other stuff.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
like blowing out the dust in the VCR before you would put
How
put it in, making sure it's wound properly. That's not gonna. People aren't gonna do that.
classic, man, the VCR, bloody. But how good was it when you had a burnt CD and up comes the piracy ad, and you're just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
see you later.
There's a scene out of Sopranos. There's a scene out of Sopranos that kills me. They put a DVD in, and all the mob wives. You remember this, Nick? All the mob wives are sitting there in Tony Soprano's theater, and it comes up and it's got the FBI warning, and all the women start looking at each other like, It's just so good. Not a word said, but everyone's like, FBI.
Yeah, but it's like going to the movies. Do you remember the movies used to host like what was it, the three movies in a row? It was like
the
all
movie
nighter
marathons.
movie
Marathons.
marathons. Yeah, they were amazing.
They
Movie
still
marathon
do
was
that
the
though.
Lord
Do
of the Rings movie marathon is epic. That's like a freaking half-day event.
Bye, Salty. Just say, I have to do it one last time. I'm gonna come up with a new one for next week. I think he's back.
I love it as is. I say just change out the photo of Salty. Maybe some Photoshop touches. Who knows?
I'm hoping. Finster. I was talking to Finster the other day, and he's in Albury, which is not locked down because because they're far better than we are. And they're showing The Empire Strikes Back at cinemas this weekend, which is a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
but
because we all care about that.
No. But Janine, there's a really fuck you. But that's a really, really, really cool thing. Like, I would love to go see Empire Strikes Back at the theater. I'd be rapt to see the original Star Wars at the theater. But they don't. I reckon that the theater should really show, like, if the cinema really wants to get people back in there, because let's be honest, the cinemas have copped a whacking over the last few years with streaming and everything else. Show some of the classics. You're telling me you wouldn't want to go see like Stand By Me or fucking E.T. or Pulp Fiction. Have a Pulp Fiction night where you get people to dress up as Vinny Vega or whatever, and all these sort of guys, and have them come in and have a Tarantino night. And that's what I reckon the cinemas should really, really, take advantage of it. Like,
We have that out here. Most
Novel-
theaters will do it like one night a week. They'll have a night where they're playing the sorts of things that you're talking about.
Yeah,
But it
they
would
do.
be good, like if they had some sort of promo thing where they got people to show
Yeah.
up and dress up.
Yeah.
The thing is with that sort of thing, you really got to do it on the weekend.
Yeah.
And they usually do these things on a Thursday when they're trying to draw some sort of business.
Yeah, but they do that in Melbourne, but it's in like Fitzroy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like at the Star Theatre and, all those hipster places that you would never go to because you're not cultured enough.
I am drinking scotch
Bill.
in a Darth Vader glass.
Daff was saying a while ago now that I thought it was interesting that cinemas now have like a cinema dedicated to a young audience, like kids, and they've got like they play the movie and then they have a break, and it's like a play break, and there's a playground, and like it's designed for people that can't sit through a 90-minute or these days 2 hours, 2.5 hour length movies.
I miss the events.
Yeah,
The movie events.
the novelty and the in America they often would do the anniversary like of a big budget movie, like it comes around 10-year 20-year anniversary, the director comes back and does a bit of a show and maybe some cast and things like that. Those are big for fans. They love that stuff.
When was the last time you guys ever gone to the movie? When was the last time you went to the movie today? Besides Harry
I
Styles.
don't even.
That fucking
Oh,
Harry Styles
actually,
movie.
no. The last movie that I probably watched in a cinema was that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, it was a bit overrated.
I think that was the last time I watched a movie in the cinemas. But before
Last
that, I
one
think it was Deadpool. I don't know. Yeah.
The last one was actually about a month ago at the drive-in. I caught that double feature with Wizard of Oz and Willy Wonka, and they've been playing like classics. They've been having crazy Marvel mashups, Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
that
that's
sort of
cool.
thing.
See, that
In
would
the
be-
theater, I used to go quite often though.
But see, if they turned around and had a George Lucas night, right? They went, all right, well, a Spielberg night where you go to E.T., Indiana Jones, and whatever. Like you just like pay $25 to see 3 movies. You get whatever, just the events are going to the thing. Where are you, Lucas?
I think it was with you when we watched Star Wars.
Yeah, we went and saw.
Yeah, it was with you.
Yeah, we went and saw Rise of Jedi.
Star Wars. Oh no, it was right. It was Jay and Bob. It was Jay and Bob reboot.
Yeah.
Wait,
You saw that in the theater?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They did a release. Was it a midnight session we watched of that?
It was just a special event on a Sunday. It was like 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah, I just missed the whole theater experience. It just like I only go to see the Star Wars movies because I'm an idiot. But to be fair, there hasn't really been anything that's like, grabbed me. There's nothing that like we went and saw Die Hard 3 at the cinema in Albury because it was an event. It was like this
I wouldn't even know what's out at the cinemas at the moment. Like they don't really advertise it that much.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
I don't know.
It's because it's not on your your Facebook algorithm.
No. Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't think I've been to a proper theater since last year.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I had a tradition that I'd only go see Star Wars movies at midnight. So I'd always do the midnight session. And that was my thing. But then I remember, like, when I first moved to Melbourne, and, when you first move to a city that you don't really know anyone, you go to what's the name? You go to the Tight Ass Tuesday. So here we got a thing called Tight Ass Tuesday, which is basically, what was it, $6? It was $6 tickets back then.
Yeah.
And I went and saw like just basically any movie I wanted to because it was like because I was working in pubs, hospitality, so there's not much else to do. So I'd go see The Hurricane. I'd go see what was that movie with fucking what was that movie with Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy?
Bowfinger.
Bowfinger, yeah. And just movies.
I love
You're like You can't go wrong. Oh,
Whoops.
Janine just died.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but then, I remember there was a time you remember this, where they didn't have the wrestling pay-per-views on TV, and they had them at the cinema.
Yeah. When
Hey,
Fox made an event, they charge you $30 to order it at home, or you could go to the cinema for $15 and watch it with a whole heap of wrestling fans. It was
awesome.
good fun. Yeah,
What was
Yeah,
the turnout for that?
Oh, packed.
pretty decent. Yeah.
Gee, that sounds awesome.
I
Yeah,
remember
that
watching
was
Rumble, a Royal Rumble live at a cinema, and it was epic. Like people were losing their shit. It was great.
yeah, no, it's yeah. Let's start a campaign. Bring back the cinema once this opens. What?
They'll
Have you
bring
watched the new Harry Styles?
All right, you got to
movie?
fight Netflix and Disney and
That's why
Oh.
they'll bring it back. Tickets will be $30.
there's a lot of different
I'll just say we have some breaking news for Janine.
Harry Styles is going to be in a movie, and there's going to be a sex scene. Yeah.
That is like that's Janine's attempt at being seductive.
Is the movie going to be in cinemas? That's the important question.
Well, that's what, maybe if it is, we should all go.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pre-order my ticket.
Salty would go on the off chance that you might mistake him for Troy. But
No, Salty, sorry. Sorry, Salty. We'll not be sharing any popcorn with you.
yeah. Oh my god! All right, well tonight it's the time of the night for.
Are we gonna do it?
This is epic. Like the quality, the upgrade is working. I love it. I love it.
It's trivia time. Do we want to play?
We're moving forward.
Sorry. Really close there.
So Nick, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yes, okay. As we said last week, we have an audio round for you. We have some music clips. So the way we're going to be scoring this is going to be 1 point for the artist, 1 point for the title, and there will be extra points if there's any featured artists. 1 point per featured artist.
Go on paper.
I have to post
So
it because I can't
there
find
are
my
bonus points creeping around out there. Janine, you never sent me suggestions, so I hope it's up your alley. We'll see how you do.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
see.
get a request for one more, Nick. Ready? People are digging the videos.
Got to increase the frequency.
Okay, here we go.
I think you can squeeze one more in. Just saying.
All right.
Remember, I need to add this to the stream. Just so you go.
Oh yeah, that's better.
There we go.
All right. And we're going to have to mute everybody so we don't get the feedback.
Yeah.
All right. Mute. Oh, everyone just hit mute.
How do I do it? Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do these one by one. And then I'm going to give a quick run through after that. All of them, just one right after the other. So here's number one. Looking for song title and artist.
You don't need a lonely night, so baby I can make it right. You just gotta let me try to give you what you want. You've been scared of love.
Can everybody give me a thumbs up if you can hear that? You're good then, Lucas? All right. All right, guys. Here's track number 2.
There's a club if you'd like to go. You could meet somebody who really loves you. So you go and you stand on your own, and you leave on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die.
Okay. Here we go. Number 3. Give me artist and song title.
Build up your confidence so you can be on top for once. Wake up, who cares about little boys that talk too much? I've seen it all go down. The game of love was already down. So come on, baby.
All right. It looks like this is going over like gangbusters. Give you guys a second to write that out. And here's number 4. Number 4.
Feel the breeze deep on the inside, look you down into your well. If you can, you'll see the world in all its light.
I'm a little disappointed, Janine. You're going to get another crack at it. Okay, here's number 5, guys.
I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't so proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We should have said the time.
All right. Number 6.
Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? Now as the years roll on, each time we hear our favorite song, the memories come along.
I hope you all get that. That was very specifically chosen for this group. Okay, guys, here's number 7. What is number 7?
I want your belly and that summer feeling, getting washed away in you. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without.
Well, I know I stumped you all with that. So let's go to number 8 here on the countdown.
You could have a steam train if you just lay down
Now let's test your metal. Here is number 9.
Check the man that says that I'm stomach stab somewhere down the lane. I like keep on down. These are them coming at the blow down my door. Rain it up through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reached my destination.
All right. I'm very proud of this group. Just visually, I'm getting a good feel for the scores that I'm going to get this round. Okay, and let's wrap this up. Number 10, my favorite.
You ain't gotta tell your friend that I eat it in the morning. Cause she gon' say I know, can I hit it in the bathroom? Put your hands on the toilet. I put one leg on the tub, girl, this my new dance move. I just don't know what to call it. But bitch, you dancing with the stars, I ain't nothing like your last dude. What's his name? Not important. I bought some cocaine, look, it's snorting. She became a vacuum. Put it on my dick like carpet. Suck the white on white chalk. I'm so heartless, thoughtless, lawless, and flawless, smallest, regardless, largest, and charging, born in New Orleans, get killed for Jordan, skateboard, I'm gnarly, Drake, Tunch, and Barbie, you know.
All right.
Well done.
That's A grade.
That was excellent.
Okay, so we're good. We don't need any repeats then?
No,
Can't hear.
Janine, unmute yourself. No, you got to unmute yourself, Janine. This is terrific.
Oh, there we go. I said maybe you need to repeat
Oh,
number
there
7 one more time.
That's better.
Did you hear me?
Why?
Yeah, okay. Give me one
What is
sec.
happening?
I can hear you, Janine.
Can you hear me or not?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
all right.
I've just
I'm
got
trying
to
to
share
put up-
screen.
I
again.
can. I don't know. I can't hear the others. Can you hear the others?
I haven't been talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
really?
can't hear the
No,
others.
'cause no one's talking.
I think they're still. Yeah, it's just you and
Maybe
I. in
because
this
they're all
country.
on
I can
mute.
hear. I can hear everyone.
I can hear everyone.
No, they're not on mute.
Can you?
Everyone
I
can
reckon
hear you.
Brownie can
I
hear
can
us.
hear everyone else now.
Yeah,
So
I
you
Lucas can only. Lucas can only.
I can't hear everyone.
Oh, that's
I can only hear you. Brownie fucking,
He's just being
Brownie
fuck
fucking
with.
with the stream, isn't
Okay.
he?
All right.
So, if you can mute everybody real quick, I'll just replay
Brandon
number
fucking with the
7 for
stream?
Janine.
Oh,
That's
he's
the only
playing number
repeat we
7.
need.
Yep.
Okay.
I want your belly.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's a dirty, nasty trick. I didn't even look at my list. I walked right into it.
I
Let it play.
don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high. As if I didn't know what that one was. Come on, guys.
That was a nasty, dirty trick, Janine.
He still
Can
can't
you tell
hear
them I
you.
can't hear them?
He can only hear me,
I
guys.
can only hear Janine.
I can only
Oh.
hear Janine.
Now everyone's gone. Yeah, everybody's
Now I
gone.
can only see you.
there we go.
What's happening? There we go. I can hear
Brownie,
Ash now.
you,
What's
you messed
happening?
up, mate.
Yeah, what? But no one else is talking, Lucas. That's why you can't hear anyone.
No,
Lucas is.
he can't. He
You
can't
why
hear you
shaking
guys.
your head? You're a.
He can
I can
only,
hear Troy.
hear me and Troy.
Hands up if you could hear Lucas. Hands up if you could hear everyone else.
Oh, I'm not getting booted.
Boot him and bring him back in.
He sounds a little underwater.
Yeah, he let's be honest, he's a flog. All right, so let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Okay.
I'm impressed
keep
with
track.
me this time.
I'm impressed.
I'm happy.
Yourself.
All right, we're keeping track of featured artists as well. Number 1, that was The Weeknd.
I
Feel It Coming. Featuring Daft Punk.
Oh, did not know that. Oh, someone got that.
There you go, Dafu.
Yeah, I didn't. I had the Weekend and Daft Punk, but I couldn't remember the name. And then Daft put it up on there what it was, so that I just went, all right, well, that's what it is.
I didn't have Facebook open to see the comments, so
Me neither.
Oh,
guess
so
I saw it now.
being the executive producer.
Number 2.
here he is.
That was the Smiths.
Yes.
With How Soon Is Now.
Yeah.
Can you hear everybody, Lucas?
Yeah, I can now.
Woo!
Do you
That's
get a
good.
point?
Yeah, I got that. How soon is
That's
it? The Smiths, How Soon Is Now. By the way, underrated band, the Smiths.
I like this, Miss.
Yeah, I was actually, they were going to have a SNIS convention, all canceled because of COVID. Didn't get to go.
Wasn't that the Vampire Slayer theme song as well?
Yeah, I think it was it, but I couldn't remember if it was that or Charmed, one or the other.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Buffy.
Charmed.
Was it Charmed?
Yeah, it was Charmed, and the Smiths also were very influential to Oasis.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, a big Manchester band. Your favourite town.
Educational.
Okay, number 3. Did anyone get number 3?
Yeah,
Born
Mr. Big,
on.
to be with you.
Oh, Mr. Big.
That is correct.
How can you not
Janine.
know that? That's the best
No,
song
I
ever.
agree with you, but I always get those two mixed up between Mr. Big and 4 Non-Blondes
Oh,
because they came out around the same time.
So you get 1 point for the title, right? But
Yeah.
no point. Yeah. So there's 2 points per question. I'm on a total.
Yes, and
well,
unless
there's a
there's
3.
unless there's featured artists, in which there's
Fair
more
enough.
points possible. Number 4. Did anybody venture
No.
a guess at that?
Here for Fears?
No, that was Duran Duran. Save a
Oh.
Prayer.
See,
No idea.
Tears for Fears is not that far off Duran Duran. It's the same sort of vintage.
We'll take you
I suppose so.
half a point off.
Now, this one, I
Okay,
know
number
the
5.
artist. Yeah, it's Post Malone, but I don't know what song it is.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
That's just-
Circles. That was Circles.
Ah, okay.
No, I Post Malone, but I didn't know anything else.
Mm.
And did anyone get number 6?
Nah, I didn't.
Isn't it a Little River Band?
It's the Little River Band from Melbourne
Oh.
with Reminiscing.
Yep.
I Billy Joel, but I couldn't remember what. We don't like Little River.
No, actually, number 7 was Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
No, it was not. Number
No, number 7
7.
was the last one that you just replayed.
What?
Number
what-
7
Lucas,
was
hang on a minute,
Harry
Lucas got it right, and he
Styles.
said the wrong answer.
No, I was looking at my thing.
7 was Harry Styles. Wasn't it?
Yes, Harry
No, 7
Styles.
was Harry
Watermelon
Styles,
Sugar's
Watermelon Sugar.
Yeah,
Alright.
I didn't write watermelon.
I didn't
Okay,
know.
number 8.
High. All right, so I only know. I don't know the
Peter Gabriel,
who sings
Sledgehammer.
it. Yeah, Sledgehammer. I know, but I don't know
Exactly.
who sings it.
Precisely, Ash. And number 10.
What about number
No,
9?
9.
That was.
Oh, I'm sorry, 9.
Informer.
So you need to
Gotta
play.
boom boom down. It's by Snow. Snow.
Yes, Snow, Informer. Now number 10.
Don't know number 10. Don't know it.
For
It has
number
to
Not
be-
at all.
No, it's
I-
some rapper, but I don't know which one.
I had no idea, so I wrote down Beyonce featuring Little Kim, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj. And
One of the above. Cardi B. Maybe Cardi B. I don't
I
know.
missed Cardi B. I bet you it's Cardi B. Bloody hell.
That was Truffle Butter by Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne.
Oh,
You know what?
You know, you're the rapper in the world.
I got a feature.
2,
Yeah.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
She's
10,
actually the lead
11,
artist on
12.
that, but I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hang on a minute. You get 2 points for.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
This is
So
my highest so far. 12.
14.
Jesus.
Oh, no,
Well
no,
done,
13.
man.
13.
I
I
still
only got-
didn't win. You're
I only got
joking.
6. That was hard. That was hard for me. 6.
I got 5.
Now we're introducing you. I got 13.
Ash ekes out another win with
Bloody
13
Ash.
over 12.
Does anyone
It's
know
not
more
fair.
YouTube shit than me? So we're opening up a segment for one last at the end to see if people, our Facebook people, peeps, 3000ers, whatever you want to call it, it's called A3A. Ask 3000 anything. So if you've got a problem, you need us to fix
Ooh.
you, to fix something,
Like
Like Love Line.
Love Line.
Yeah, like that. What was it, Dolly? You know,
Yeah,
anything.
Dr.
Yeah,
Dolly.
Dr. Dolly. That's it, Dr. Dolly.
Dolly Doctor. It was Dolly Doctor.
Was it?
Dolly Doctor,
Dolly
you've got a problem with your wife, Max.
Love song dedications.
You know what? There's actually on TikTok, there's this lady that has her whole TikTok channel dedicated to reading out people's secrets. Like someone sends in their secret, and then they read it out, and then she discusses it. It's hilarious.
If you want to send us your secret, your deepest, darkest secret, if you want to, look, no one might ask us anything, and looking at it probably won't. But
we've been going on for 2 hours now as well. This has been excellent.
Hey?
I said we've gone on 2 hours now. We've got to call it at some point.
Oh, Lucas. All right, so for 10 minutes, if you want to ask us anything, you want us to fix your life, and you have a problem.
Like 5.
All right, well, we have 5 minutes. If you want us to fix your life.
We've only got a couple people watching anyways. I don't think anyone's going to ask us anything.
Well,
we started with that.
Oh, well, next week we might start with no one asks us. Look, we're not very good.
Kick it off at the start next week.
Yeah.
Point of order. Excuse me. My brother. he and his.
Hang on. Someone go to say Nick.
Well, while Nick passed away, Maxwell wants to know.
It's 4:20 over here. I'm sorry. So, my brother and his girlfriend, they watch the replay the next day.
No way.
They have submitted ideas for trivia. They say Beatles trivia, and I say this is crazy, but serial killer trivia.
Oh,
that's
so
okay.
I wouldn't be good at that, but I would like to play.
Yeah, I agree.
Lucas will answer Lucas every question.
No, you know what? You'd probably be quite surprised on if it's famous serial killers. You'd probably be quite surprised on how many you get.
All right.
I'm interested in that. Yep, love those suggestions.
So yes,
Beatles
I
trivia
guess
also.
Feedback from the audience and you guys. Let me know what we should do.
Well, you can vote on it. Whether you want serial killer trivia, and we'll put a poll up. And what's the other one?
Beatles.
Beatles trivia.
Beatles or serial killer. We'll put that at Lucas. You're our social media manager. Very poorly at it, by the way. But,
and Max wants to know where his wife is. Not sure,
She's
Max.
to your left, man.
All right, so let's come up with the most creative answers. I think she's had enough. I think she bought a Tarago, and she's now trying to drive across the border. She's been arrested and shot for fighting the military, and you no longer have a wife, Max. I'm sorry.
I heard she went to Vegas and lost $1 million on the roulette table, then married a mobster's wife, and now she's after being chased down by the mob.
No. You guys have got it all wrong. She just ducked out to go to the local video store to pick up a few weeklies to bring back.
This is the best. This is how we can. Nick, what's your theory on where Max's wife is? So far, she's got shot across the border. Whatever Lucas said, and she's off to get a video.
I think she got mixed up with the mob.
Yeah,
I think Silvio drove her out into the woods, and that was the end of her. Like she witnessed some murder that happened in her club or whatever, and I don't know. That's my theory.
What do you think happened to Max's wife?
I don't know, but I reckon she's probably going to be the answer to one of Nick's serial killer questions next week.
Oh,
No input.
If
Show.
that goes
Drop
missing
gold.
in the next week, I'm going to be very concerned.
hey, Janine, what happened to Max's wife? Janine?
I'm not as creative as you guys. I don't know.
She's probably off doing Harry Styles.
She's
And-
gone.
and-
She went out for a walk and never came back.
And this is probably a leading question into the next question. How do you hide a body?
Yes.
And Max,
Max,
the
you dig a shallow hole.
end of the body into the various body parts. You've got the neck, which is that take off the head. You've got the torso. You've got the arms. The arms can be 3 or 4 different pieces. You've got the legs. So you've got about 12 body parts you've got to work with here. You need 12 body bags. You need bleach. You need a strong stomach. And you need a pass to get through the passes to get out of the city. Once you know that, you go to Gisborne because that's where all the bodies are hidden.
Oh no! Sorry. That's
We should have a
terrible.
contest on who can come up with the best plan for the perfect murder.
I'm
Oh.
so glad this question
That's-
came up. 'Cause
That's dark, but that would be interesting.
I wanted to
Okay.
squeeze in a reference at least once. All you need is to give Carol Baskin a call and make sure the Tigers are hungry. And you're good.
Lucas, what's your inevitably stupid?
How do you hide a body? Oh, mate, hiding a body is easy, Max. It's getting rid of the guts and the goop in the big barrel after you fucking dissolved her in citric acid.
What?
Under the septic tank.
Max,
Oh,
go ahead. He has a permit.
What?
that's the start. I hope Max realizes this is on live. So if she goes missing, he's the number one suspect. I reckon Nat needs to just go for a little holiday and just not tell anybody for a week and just get her husband in trouble. So
Salty, how would you hide a body? This would be good.
we saw on a reliable source that you were asking how to hide a body.
Oh my god! Feed them to
So-
pigs.
Salty, how do you hide a body? This would be good.
Find someone with a wine cellar and put them in one of the barrels.
It's actually not a bad idea.
That with a straight face. I'm actually
Well,
really
I know it's not a
confused.
bad idea because I know someone that did it. So
Well, they
Get
obviously
away
got caught, so it's only good for a certain amount of time.
later,
In the
Yeah,
pig
he's got access.
entertainment industry.
How
He's
many
got
years
access.
later?
20
You're
Was using the,
joking.
was using the barrel as a fucking bar, like people put their drinks on it.
You're
inside the barrel.
joking.
It was well aged. The body was well aged in a barrel.
Hey, don't worry, guys. When you go to her house, drinks are on her.
Literally.
Wow.
Oh, God, all I'm gonna make a
On
move.
that
It's
bombshell,
2
Next
hours,
week
yeah.
we'll open with. I'll even put it in our run sheet that we've now got.
Run sheet.
I'll put it out that we will do A3A. Hashtag
Okay.
A3A. Ask 3000 anything. As you
Yep.
saw by this wonderful explanation here, we can answer the world's problems.
And given that content just then, I think the trivia next week has to be the serial killer trivia, surely.
We're doing a murdering, ask us anything murdering season episode.
You were right, Em. You were right.
Yep. Good suggestion.
Well done. All right.
All right. So long. Farewell.
I'll
Want me
just
to
say-
say good night.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Salty, fantastic of you to
It's a
play
forehead
your
for
video. I had a video all lined up for you, and I didn't get to play it.
What? For who?
For Nick. So next week, Nick's going to be 5 minutes late so I can play his video. Because I didn't
Oh,
show it
okay.
off.
All right.
Because
Cool.
I'll go over here. Hey, Salty.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Hey, at least it's a pretty good photo of me. I'll give you
Still
that.
live.
Oh,
They're
that's
saying it's
cool.
still live.
Oh, yeah, all right. And, all right, we'll say goodbye now. Goodbye, farewell.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.